Paul Heck here, just talking with Adam about your website and what you guys need to do. And I just want to give you an overview of quick about from a way to monetize your website to get traffic to come to you, to get people to find you. You have to do a couple of things. So the first thing is content on your website. It has to be keyword rich. So keywords are what people put into Google to search for you and find you, find your services, find your products and such. So that content has to be keyword rich. It's going to have a minimum of 1,500 words on your homepage. It's going to talk about your services. It's going to work those keywords into that content. And that way Google can start to crawl your page and rank you based on your content alone. Now, depending on how strong the competitors are for that particular keyword, you may have to do some other things. So those other things are adding backlinks. So that's the second piece of this are backlinks. These are external websites that link to yours. It'll be a blog post. It'll be a guest post on a different site. And that will have a keyword in the content. And there will be a link there that links back to your page where your keyword is. So those backlinks are key to passing power in Google's eyes toward your site, powering you guys up, making you look stronger, and just giving you more ability to capture that search traffic. The third thing are your name, address, and phone number on as many online directories as possible. We call these citations. These are usually, sites like Manta, even Facebook and yellowpages.com. These are all online directories that, again, we're trying to build a big footprint for your company, for your website, and that puts you in the place above your competitors when you have more citations than they do. So a lot of times we'll see a competitor will have 20 or 30 citations. We're going to look at adding 80 to 100 citations just so that they're always playing catch up with us. These get added over time. It's not just slammed all in, a couple of weeks. But those citations are key and the third piece of the puzzle. So just to look at your website real quick, I know you guys are doing some clean energy solutions. You've got some industrial and safety and PPE products that you sell. You've got safety compliance training and such. All of these pages are going to have content on it that's trying to capture what people are searching for. Now, I just looked at a couple of things. I looked at your product page and it's pretty bland. As you guys know, I know you're in the midst of redoing that, but some of your competitors are going to have, just better graphics, sometimes video. But let's look at, when somebody searches for safety equipment, Indiana, you've got Indiana Safety and Supply comes up, State Safety and Compliance, RIT Safety pulls up, and then you've got a couple of companies down here that are actually pulling up that sell products. I've got this Indiana Safety and Supply company pulled up just so you can see, how strong the website is compared to yours. Let's look at yours real quick. This is a program called Ahrefs. Allows me to see like how strong is your website, how weak is it, where do you need to improve. Right now I've got you plugged in and you've got a domain rating of 0.3, which is almost non-existent, and a URL rating of 3, which is, again, really, really low. We're looking to get these up in the high teens, maybe even more, depending on what we're actually targeting and what our competitors are doing. You got 5 backlinks coming through 3 different places, and you're not getting picked up for any keywords. So Google is they're not even finding you at all right now. If you look at Indiana Safety and Supply, and you look at, well, let's go back here. You look at they've just got a lot of products listed. So that in and of itself has some content, but there's not a lot of content on just their products page. I would always recommend adding some just general content talking about safety products, safety solutions, like why you need this safety equipment, because again, we're trying to rank for that keyword safety equipment Indiana. So that would be something that we want to put on the page. Now, if you look at the different products that these companies are being found for, just trying to show you some search volume. So electrician's gloves, this gets searched 1,700 times a month. And that's not just Indiana, that's all over the US. And it's got a keyword difficulty of 1. This company's ranking in the 14th position. But they have a specific page that's called electrician's gloves, and they talk about that. You can power that page up with backlinks and content and such. You've got, everything, Radiant earplugs, you've got nitrile gloves, you've got just all kinds of products on here. They're not really targeting anything specific to Indiana safety and supply equipment keywords, but that's just an opportunity for you guys to slide in there and capture that. They are getting ranked for Indiana safety. 250 searches a month, keyword difficulty of 12. They're in the first position. So let's look at how strong their site is. They've got a 4.4 on the domain rating and a 4.1 on the URL. They got some backlinks. They're just not very strong. It's not necessarily a quantity thing. It's just having stronger backlinks than your competitors. They are, have 1,200 people hitting this site every month. It's actually going down right now, so I'm not sure what's happening with them, but that's how that works from the strength side of things. Looking at safety compliance, so another area, another aspect of your business. You got a couple of people, this is going to pick up safety compliance all over the U.S. You could type it in for Indiana and see what pops up. You can, we've got JJ Safety is running sponsored ads for that keyword. You've got just if somebody types in safety compliance in your area, the safety compliance company is number one. Let's look at their site real quick. Kind of an outdated looking site from a graphic standpoint. They've got some, a little bit of content on there, but they just have a really, really robust website. So there's a lot of content on their whole website, and they've got a lot of keywords on there. If you look at their strength meter, they're a 40 on the DR. So if we're going to go after that, we got to get up there to compete against it. That's going to be stronger backlinks, more powerful backlinks. They've got a 9 on the URL rating. And then you can see what backlinks they have. I can drill in here and see exactly which ones they have. A lot of times we'll do a kind of a copycat method to see if we can get as many of those backlinks that are similar to theirs or the same. And then if we can't get them all, then we go and add new backlinks that are, more powerful or equal in power. If you look at the keywords they're being found for, so OSHA compliance gets searched 1,100 times a month, 42 on the KD difficulty, so that's pretty difficult. You've got safety app, they've got safety compliance. They're number one. It's in their name, so it's helpful. 600 searches a month, 77 on the keyword difficulty. So this just tells me like that's going to take a long time to rank up there really high. So if I was you, I would still go after this, get the content on your website, but I would start running ads, Google ads toward this so that, you pop up at the top of the page where these two guys are. And now you're competing on these two guys on the ad side, on the Google ad side. We do those services as well and have really good ad campaigns. Looking at the EV side, so the charging stations. I typed in EV charging station installers in Indiana. You've got this dynamic EVC popping up there. They're running ads. Empico is running ads. You've got I don't even know how to say that. Energy's running ads. And then you've got Uber Energy and the organic and Zimmer down here. So let's look at Dynamic site. It's nothing real special. They're not ranking this on content. They're ranking this from just a Google Ads standpoint. So again, I would definitely compete against them in the Google Ad space if that's some work you're trying to capture. It also is a way to fill the gap from the time that the SEO takes to rank up there for those search terms. Let's look at Uber Energy real quick and this Zimmerman Electric. So I've got Zimmerman pulled up here. They have a 6 on the DR, not very strong, 4 on the URL rating, and they've got 14 keywords. Their keywords are EV charging stations in Indianapolis. So this is people searching for EV charging stations. It might be an installer or electrician to install, 20 searches a month. Indiana EV charging stations. A lot of these, you're going to get some people who are actually looking for the location of those. But down here, you've got commercial EV charging installation, 30 searches a month. Licensed electrician for installing that, 50. What we do is we really look and try to hone in on what are you trying to target for your business, what areas, what keywords do we really need to go for, because you can't go for everything. There's definitely a limit to that. If you look at Uber Energy on their website, which ones they're being found for, they're basically being found for, like, if you were, there's not really any installation content that they're actually being found for, but they've got EV charging stations in that keyword repetitively on their website. So that's why they're being ranked for that. Well, let's look at their strengths real quick. This up 6 and a 0.8. So really, those guys would be easy to beat, and you can see where they're ranking for that. They're ranking in the organic section, number 1 and number 2. So definitely would go after that from the standpoint of low-hanging fruit. And then I just pulled this up for safety equipment just to show you some of the volume. Now this is going to be a lot of national search because, it's not just like safety equipment in Indiana, but it gives you an idea, just there's 2,200 people searching for safety equipment supplier near me, 2,100 on safety equipment supplier 1,500. A lot of search. Some of this is a little bit easier to get. So when it's in the green, like the 6 and the 3 for roofing safety equipment, that would be a great thing to try to go after, in my opinion, if that's something that you guys supply. But that's how that works in a nutshell. You guys are going to have a pretty robust site. You have a lot of different business segments, a lot of content that needs to be written, a lot of pages that need to be put together. So just keep that in mind. But every part of this is totally achievable as far as like going after the business if that's what you're trying to do online. Again, just to recap, it's content is king. It is backlinking. So getting backlinks that come into your site, power it up in Google's eyes. Third thing are those citations. We would love to help you with your website and get this thing powered up and get you guys going in the right direction. A lot of discussion needs to happen on, what you guys are exactly wanting to do from purchasing online or not purchasing online. That makes a huge difference in the way the site's built, and the cost of the site and all of that. And then are you trying to target all of these business segments at one time, or are you trying to progressively build the site out over a time period? So again, my name is Paul Heck. Adam can help you with any questions you may have, and if you need anything specific, he can get with me and we can talk about that and get those answers to you. Thank you.